What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is erinbies. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing. I healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. If you're brand new, hello. If you've been here a while, thank you for being here. I appreciate every comment and every like. I appreciate everybody that subscribes. Shout out to the members. I'm really excited about today's video because this is not a company that I have covered. Shout out to the person that sent this to me, and also shout out to the other person that helped me get the recording of this. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we're going to talk about Nuskin. I know, so exciting. This is an opportunity Zoom that was sent to me, and I am blind reacting to it. And then I think I'm going to do things a little bit different. Now, normally I dive into an income disclosure statement. Nuskin does have one. I am going to provide that in the video description, but I think I'm going to do a follow-up video. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I think I'm going to do a follow-up video with the income disclosure statement and the comp plan, because what I have found is when I've covered other companies that are new, there are some questions that I have, and I want to be a little bit more thorough. So I'm going to do a follow-up video here soon with the income disclosure statement, and I'm also going to kind of go over the comp plan and compare the two, because I think that's really important information to have in one video. So let me know what you guys think about that. If you'd like to follow me on social media, here are my social media handles. And without further ado, let's get to the opportunity Zoom.
Hey, Tara, hold on. Let me
No,
make
you're
sure.
okay. Yeah.
I just want to look at something real quick. One sec. All right. Okay, share the screen one more time. Where'd it go?
You had it up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Here. Nope, that's not it. I'm sorry, you guys. I just had it up. It went away.
Kentucky. We have a Kentucky, if you didn't already say that. It's really fun.
Get us started, and Lori can get the slideshow going
Yeah,
in just
I
a
could
second.
just share about me a little bit while you're doing that, Lori.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So my name is Tara Lancaster. And I've been doing this for about 2.5 years. I just like probably about May-ish of 2020. And I had no idea anything about it, what to expect or anything. And I connected pretty early with Tommy. And at that time, I was actually a teacher, teaching second grade. And I am now doing this full time. And I'm just really thankful that
Wasn't that pause kind of weird? I'm now doing this full time. Like, oh man.
Got connected with this business and this company. It's been amazing. I love it so much, and it has just provided so much for my family. And really just changed our lives in so many ways. So I'm just really excited. And since day one, I've worked with Tommy here. So he's a friend and business partner of mine. And I just love it. So I'm excited to share that with y'all.
All right. Thank you, Tara. Okay, you guys, my name is Lori Hooper, and I've been in the business for almost 4 years. My 4-year anniversary is coming up pretty soon. And I absolutely love Nuskin. I was also a teacher previously. I also used to be a wedding photographer. I was a yoga teacher. I'm kind of a Jane of all trades. But when I found Nuskin, I realized that I was in the right place. The one thing that I love the most about it is the flexibility. So I can take my kids to school. I can pick them up from school. We also have over 400 amazing products, but Nuskin is so much more than that. It's about the community of people. There's so many people that I've met in this business, not only business partners, but customers that have become my family. And I just love that. I would have never crossed paths with most of these people ever. But you want to know the best part? It was free to join when I joined 4 years ago, and it's still free to join, you guys. So that means you're never going to put your own money into the business unless you want to.
Typically, in my opinion, when companies say things like this, it's because they want you obviously to join, but then what'll happen is, well, you've got to get some products so that you can share your experience with the products. Nuskin is a company that they've for a long time, they have had this whitening toothpaste that has gone around and a bunch of other things. I'm going to save that for the follow-up video, but I think it's important for people to know that usually when an MLM company says, listen, it's free to join, there's always going to be some fine print. And in my opinion, that's typically, hey, these are what we suggest you getting started with. These are the products so that you can, come up with your own story based on the experience of using the products kind of thing. So they hide behind, it's free to join. It's free to, you have to pay to join other companies. It's different over here kind of thing. But you're typically going to have to get, I should say, products. And it's not necessarily disclosed in the beginning. So we'll see if this kind of develops as we go.
And we'll get into that a little bit more. The support in this business is second to none. I mean, my coaches, I work with them daily. I speak to them daily. I speak to my team daily. And again, they have become friends and family. And I just love every single one of them. We have free training. Our training and our training system is absolutely wonderful. We will walk you through every step of the way.
Have you guys heard anything different at all? Because I know I haven't. All the same, we're different over here. Systems, support, community.
Choose your own hours and you succeed by helping others. So this is just really an amazing business all the way around. So next slide. Whoops. All right.
Best trips. That's me. So I will say this, I'll preface it with this. When I started this, like I said, I was a teacher. My husband was working at a church. So, we didn't go on many trips. I had been on very few trips in my life, honestly, hardly been out of Texas. And had been to Mexico once, like 20 something years ago. So I was thinking, well, this sounds something really cool that I want to try for, but didn't know how it would all work. Well, Nuskin provides us with the opportunity 2 times a year to earn a success trip. And it's definitely doable and feasible. And when I told Tommy, that's what I want to do, I want to do this, he was like, all right, this is what you got to do if you want to do it. And they take us on the most amazing success trips. They spoil us. They treat us like royalty. They have in the past gone to South Africa and Ireland. I think, Tommy, you'd have to correct me if I'm wrong there. I think those are both some. And most recently, the one they've been to Waikiki. Like I personally went to the Waikiki 2021, the Riviera Maya 2022. We just went to Jamaica in September. And there we are ziplining in the top left-hand corner. So much fun. Oh, and you don't have to, it's not like it's a trip full of meetings. Like these pictures of us in Waikiki.
No, it's just a trip or trips full of staring at your phone the whole time because you have to keep going or the plates drop. I've talked about this example, but MLMs are, in my opinion, like you are spinning plates in your arms, in your hands, if you will. And the second that you stop spinning, the plate crashes. That's what MLMs are. If you stop working, if you stop, I say working, but if you stop messaging people, if you stop working with your team, if you stop, constantly working on social media, it's so much, you guys. There is never any downtime. So they make it look glamorous, but I guarantee you a lot of these people are looking at their phones the entire time. They may not have meetings, but there's meetings. You know what I mean?
Waikiki and the zip lining. Like that's what we're doing morning to night. We are just having fun, hanging out, and they are just giving us full reins and spoiling us rotten. You want to show the next one? So
the other thing about these trips with MLM companies is that many of them you have to pay to get there. So you have to pay your own airfare. So it's a contest. Hey, you earned this contest, but you still have to pay to get there. You still have to arrange for time off if you have a job outside of the home or whatever. You still have to arrange childcare. You still have to arrange hotel accommodations and those types of things to even get to the event or the trip. Those things are also not disclosed until you've won the trip. And then in my opinion, based off of my own personal experience, many of these things that you win in these MLM companies end up on your 1099 at the end of the year that you pay taxes on. And that's also not disclosed.
what's coming up though is the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino is this spring. Then I'm sorry, I totally missed that one. That's coming up right now in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. And then we just found out today, the one coming in September 2023, a 7-day cruise.
And the cruises, because I earned, however you want to word that, when I was with Slumber Parties, and you have to go in a day early. So airfare, hotel accommodations, transfer to and from the cruise ship. And then there's taxes and all kinds of other things that you have to pay for that, again, is not typically disclosed.
To the Bahamas, St. Thomas, and St. Martin, and Miami. So I mean, it's supposed to be epic, amazing. I cannot wait. I'm going to be working hard to go on this trip. So we want you to know, like, those are opportunities. And somebody like myself, it's not just for the people who have been doing this forever and are super, super, super high up. It is available for all of us when you begin. And that's how it was for me. And it is so much fun. I can't even emphasize how great of an experience that Nuskin makes it for all of us.
I have actually been on 5 trips and they are absolutely amazing, you guys. They are so, so fun, and they don't sit you in a meeting room all day and train you. You actually,
our viral product line. How many of you have heard of this viral product lineup?
do a ton of R&R, and you can do your own thing. You can be with the Nuskin people, and they really treat you like royalty, like Tara said. It's really, really amazing, and it is attainable. It is possible. Okay, so now we're going to talk about our viral products. Like I said, we have over 400 products that they have in their portfolio, but these are some of our most popular. And if you guys have ever bought something from Nuskin, you might have bought some of these. So in the bottom right-hand corner is our whitening toothpaste. And that's usually what we start with when somebody starts the business, because it is amazing.
Did you hear that? I love it when they prove me right. It's free to join. This is typically what we start people when they join the business. So it's not free to join. It's a little bait and switch.
I mean, it's one of our best products. It's so popular. So, and then in the top right-hand corner is the body butter. And if you know body butter, you just know. And I have one in every corner of my house, literally, legitimately. It is an amazing product. And in the middle is our Lumi.
You have one in every corner of your house? Is that called front loading? How many is that? How big is your house? How many rooms? Not that that's any of my business, but I'm just saying, you know, wow. Also, you can get whitening toothpaste anywhere. You can even make your own. That's pretty cool. Body butter you can find anywhere.
Spa. It has won a ton of awards. It is the best at-home facial cleansing tool in the world. And if you don't have one, you need to get with the person that invited you and get one immediately, because it will change your life. Okay.
You know what I would love and what I think might be life-changing if you cite your sources. I would love to see the sources of all of those claims that you just made. I would love that.
Okay. And then we've got our tanner, our Instaglow tanner. It's also won a ton of awards. And then that's our firming cream, our cellulite cream. And this is just 5 of them.
And you can find that anywhere.
You guys, there are so many others, but these are ones that these are our top social sellers that we usually start with when somebody starts the business.
Okay. So we went from just the toothpaste to these are the 5 things that we typically start people with when they start the business. So it's not actually free to start a Nuskin. Is that, you guys are hearing that too? Okay, cool.
So what we basically do is we teach you how to post about it. This is a social media based business, but if you don't want to do social media, you can absolutely do this business face to face. I mean, that's how they did it when they started the business back in 1984. They didn't have social media back then. So, you can absolutely do that. And the beauty of this business is that it can work into your life however you want it to.
You can work it in the pockets of your day. Wait for it. Let's see if she says it.
So if you want it to do face-to-face, then that's how we will train you, okay? But what we usually do, and it is a little bit easier, is social media. So we will teach you how to post about the product that we're going to start with, and we will walk you through our tried and true, foolproof system. Our training.
Foolproof? I mean, has that been studied? Are there sources for that? Because I've already looked at the income disclosure statement, and I know that that's not accurate.
Training system is second to none, you guys. It is an amazing system. And if you are coachable and open-minded and you just follow what your coach tells you, you're going to be successful in this business. And I can't wait. All right, Tommy.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Tommy. It is a pleasure to be here, and it is so exciting to see so call. So as Lori and Tara.
The breaks in the sound is, I believe, his Wi-Fi, because everything else is fine on my end. Just FYI, I know that's kind of annoying, but that's on his end.
The thing that just kept going back and forth in my mind is this is so much fun. And the reason it's so much fun, we do it together. We do it as a team. There are so many interests into the business, whether it's through the product or a home meeting or somewhere on social media. There's a lot of different ways to get involved in this. Really, this business has 2 main components to it.
Sales and recruiting. Okay, next slide.
First one is the place where we all start. You start this business in some products, or because you're interested in making a few extra dollars. And team is really good at you how to take a product that you've fallen in love with, you're interested in, share social media. We always say share, we don't say sell.
Is anybody on his team going to tell him how terrible his connection is and the sound? We're just going to let it keep going. Okay, well, I'm going to pause this here, obviously, and we're going to look at these numbers. So these are the different ranks in Nuskin. And what's interesting is this is from, it says compensation 2020, but their income disclosure statement is from 2021. So I don't know why they are using, I'm just going to compare these numbers really quick. Yeah. The numbers are different, so I'm not really sure what that is here, but yeah, okay, let's keep going.
We're very coming.
Hey,
but
Tommy.
We share products.
Tommy?
Yeah.
You're cutting out just a little bit.
Not a little bit.
Oh, no.
I know.
Well, let me...
bad.
Let me see if this works better.
Well, now we can't hear you at all. Oh, the joys of being
You gotta disconnect your headphones. Oh my God.
in Costa Rica.
That's true.
Speak up. Let's
Can you
see.
hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So where did I get cut off?
I don't know because you're cutting out.
Yeah, from early on.
Okay. Okay. So I'm sorry. I was so excited.
Thanks for bearing with me as we're going through this, you guys. That's annoying. I know it is.
It's
So
okay.
what I was saying earlier is that in this business, there are two main components. There are two ways that we really earn money in our business. And the very first way is what we kind of touched on tonight, which is we share products with people.
Selling.
We do that usually through social media, but it can be face to face as well. And we make retail profit, and the retail profit can be pretty good. We have people that their first day, their first week in the business can make several $100s just sharing these products with people that they know or through social media.
I'm pretty sure that's an income claim, and you can't say that.
There's also a way to kind of compound on that. And we do that through a variety of methods. One is something called referral posts. Again, it's part of the retail game. We build
Referral posts, meaning I message you and say, hey, name, I was just wondering if you would be willing to help me build. I'm trying to build my business in your area. And I was just wondering if you might share a post for me. So they copy and paste what they want said. And then here's the pictures that you can put with it. And they'll say something like, my friend Erin is, selling this amazing whitening toothpaste, blah, blah, blah. If you're interested, let me know. And they'll tag them in the post. So that's how they're trying to market to other people's friend list, because I guarantee you this is a company that's probably pretty popular, if you will, on Facebook. A lot of MLMers on Facebook. So that's typically how they do like referral posts. There's a bunch of companies that do that. It Works is notorious for that as well. I know you guys know that. But yeah, let's see what else he says.
Product groups. There's a lot of different ways to make extra money, extra monthly money every single month. And, I remember when I first did this business, the first thing I began to think of was, man, I could use the money for this, this, and this. And I'm sure all of us have a list of things that we could use an extra few $100 a month on. Mm-hmm. But the second component to this business really has to do with
recruiting. Next slide.
Something a lot bigger, which is instead of just focusing on a retail business, you have the opportunity also to focus on organization building, on empire building in a sense. And this is not for everybody. Not everybody has to do this. Some people are very content just focusing on the retail. But for those who want to go bigger with this, Nuskin compensates us for sharing the business as well as sharing the product. And so the concept is basically this: if I can teach you how to do the business really well, and you can teach others how to do the business really well, then you and I are compensated for our efforts for helping people become successful. So Nuskin is a publicly traded company.
I like how he just kind of went on to the next thing. Sales and recruiting. And without looking at their compensation plan, I will be doing a follow-up video, like I said at the beginning of this. I bet recruiting in their comp plan is required at some point. And my best guess, and you can comment this below if you would like to, if you know the answer to this, but my best guess is you start recruiting at that gold partner level. So the first one says brand representative, $616. Now, is this annually? Is this monthly? I don't think that they have told us exactly. There's a bunch of fine print that nobody can read. So that's very interesting. But the difference between brand representative and gold partner is almost double. And just based on my own experience and after looking at comp plans and stuff like that, I bet you anything gold is where you start recruiting. But I could be wrong.
been on the stock market, been on the New York Stock Exchange for, I think, at least 15, 20 years. And every single year, along with our annual shareholders report, they also they publish the average distributor earnings. The distributor earnings for last year, or 2020, if you were a brand representative, which basically represents someone who's been in the business about 3 months, the average income was about $616. Then
the average income, $616, but he didn't say if that was monthly or annually. This is interesting.
Jump down to a Ruby partner, which takes about 6 months to a year to attain. The average income was around $3,200. And then Blue Diamond Director is, of course, $37,000 a month.
He skips right to the top. Right to the top. Blue Diamond Director. So he covered the first 2 levels and then went right to the top. But again, I maybe he's going to say it. I don't know, but he hasn't said whether this was monthly or annually. And also the thing that a lot of these companies, when they're doing presentations like this, is they don't tell you some of the hidden expenses. They don't tell you, just like we saw at the beginning, it's free to join. These are the 5 products that we typically start people with. You know, they don't talk about the hidden expenses. They don't talk about if this is a company that has auto ship, if this is a company that has personal volume requirements, there's just all of these hidden expenses. If you're doing something in person, there's going to be supplies that you need in order to showcase the products. They don't talk about any of that stuff. So these numbers do not include typically any kind of expenses. Yeah, you guys get what I'm saying.
And that usually takes about 3 to 4 years to get to. Now, don't let those numbers scare you. At the very basic, in the very basic sense, this business is just about finding your comfort level, finding what you're excited about and doing it, and you get rewarded for it. If you're here because you want to be able to make a cell phone payment, we got you. If you're here because you want to make a house payment, we got you. If you're here because you want to go big and you want to build a business for yourself, you know what? We'll walk hand in hand with you in that process.
Awesome, Tommy. Thank you so much. This is my...
Oh, and now this slide is talking about all the people that they are trying to target. Stay-at-home parents, students working around a 9-to-5, add on to a business. You can work from anywhere, anytime. So they're telling you exactly who they're looking for. Oh my God.
Slide right, Tara? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So you can work from anywhere, anytime. I mean, Tommy is case in point right now. He is in Costa Rica. He is in Costa Rica having the time of his life, but he's also working. You can literally do it from anywhere. You can do it from your home. You can do it on vacation. You can do it on the airplane. You can do it literally. We do it everywhere, and it's so flexible.
If you do it from everywhere, is that really that flexible? If you have to do it from everywhere? I mean, if I go to Costa Rica for a vacation with my family, I don't want to be working. If you go on vacation, do you guys want to be working, staring at your phone, cold messaging, planning social media content, going live? I don't know if this is a company that typically goes live or whatever, but if you're on vacation, do you really want to be working? Because I don't. If I don't have anything planned to do as far as content creation, I'm not doing anything. I mean, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to live my life is, I guess, how I should have said that. But, this is...
We have a lot of teachers that do this business. We have the whole gamut. We've got attorneys. We have police officers. We have students. We have stay-at-home moms. I mean, the list goes on and on. It could literally be anybody can do this business.
Was anybody else waiting for her to say something after that? Anybody can do this business. Oh, okay. That was it. That was a statement. All right.
And yes, we just want you kind of going, I mean, just again, reiterating this to embrace the possibility. So it's really just what you want. If you only want just a little bit of extra cushion each month, then that's what we can help you do. That's easy peasy. if you want to have traveling, go on vacations, like I was showing you about how I told Tommy, hey, I want to travel. I want to go on these trips. I've never done that in my life. I'm excited. Then just like he did that for me, your coach will do that for you. If you're wanting to pay bills, daycare for kiddos, we have somebody recently that joined that's her goal is to pay for her daycare. She's a nurse and they're about to have a second child. And she's like, I need help with our daycare. And we said, okay, how much is your daycare? Let us see what we can do. And we're going to help you out. And it might just be to help save and breathe easier. So whatever it is possible. And really just whatever you want to make of it is what you can do. And we have people on our teams that do all of those things. Some just want a little bit and someone wants to replace an income. And it just kind of depends on what you want.
And how many people on your team have replaced their income from a regular job, a traditional job, if you will, that's not an MLM company? They always make these claims, but they don't ever tell you everything, in my opinion. You know, it's so odd to me. And I used to be a part of it. Isn't that crazy?
So, as I said earlier, my name is Tommy Hotel.
By the way, I was not a part of this company. I'm at multi-level marketing, just to clarify.
And I have been in this business for about 7 years. I got started because back up a little bit. All my life, I've done something or other to make money. I've owned 5 businesses. I worked in the nonprofit world for 30 years. I worked at churches for 30 years. All my life, in addition to working at churches, I've always strove to find ways to make extra money because, as you can probably imagine, church work doesn't really pay very well, as Tara was alluding to earlier. Yes. So about 7 years ago, I was at a point to where I had lost a job. It was actually interesting. It was the first time I'd ever lost a job in my life. And, I'm at the top of my field and it was pretty crazy for me. But within a few days, I was offered another position in another church. I was actually offered a 6-figure income. And at that point, I looked at my wife and I said, I think I'm done. I think I'm done working for people. I really need to do something.
Hey, Tommy, you still work for people. I don't know what his rank is. I don't know any of these people. Okay. I don't need to know them, but this is an argument that a lot of MLMers make. I wanted to be my own boss, but here's the thing. You're not your own boss when you're in a multi-level marketing company. You don't own a business. You're a 1099 contracted employee, excuse me. However, he's trying to say, I was tired of working for other people. You're still working for the MLM. There are still policies and procedures that you have to follow. You can still get terminated. You're not making decisions on anything with the company as far as products that are going to be released or any business decisions that you would truly make if you were an actual business owner. So the MLM might not say, hey, you need to get up by 8 or whatever, be to work by 9 o'clock, but they're still working for the MLM.
Else with my life, something that I can build myself. And I began to think about what could I do, right? I thought about maybe opening another restaurant. Well, I didn't really want to do that. That's like running an adult daycare. I thought about all the different businesses that
It's like running an adult daycare. And you're in an MLM with all of the drama. Oh my God.
did. And I finally looked at myself and I said, why am I not doing this business? And the reason I said that is because I have watched my parents work with Nuskin for the last 24 years. And in the past 24 years, they have built a massive organization.
His parents recruited him? His parents recruited him?
They were recognized last year for having earned over $14 million with Nuskin.
$14 million in 24 years. Is that what he's saying? Or is he saying 24 million in 1 year? Highly doubt it's 24 million in 1 year. I bet 24 million or whatever he said. What did he say? 14 million? Let's listen to that again.
And it's just been, this business has been an incredible blessing for my family. And so I jumped full force into it. I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this. And it took me a while. It took me 3.5 years to really get myself to a place where I could say I was very comfortable. And here we are 7 years later, and my life has fundamentally changed because of this business. I don't have to work for anyone ever again.
That's not true, though. You work for the MLM. Technically, you're working under your parents, who work also for the MLM.
My amazing mom, who was a powerhouse in this business, passed away in October. And, it was devastating for all of us. But the interesting thing is right before that, her and my father had planned to take a trip around the world for 8 months on a boat. And they had been looking forward to it, really excited about it. And my dad, about 2 weeks after she passed, he said, you know what? I'm still going to go on this trip. Now, my wife and I looked at each other, and we didn't want my dad, he's 75 years old, to be out there all alone, somewhere in the middle of Australia and Thailand. And we just didn't think that would be the best thing. Well, if I had a normal job, I would just be begging him to stay instead of going. But because of what I do in Nuskin, and because of the opportunity that this business has afforded me, my wife and I looked at each other, and it wasn't 5 seconds before we both said, let's just go. And that's the beauty of this business, is it's not about the money that you can make. The money is good. It's really good. But
it's good if you're at the top. If you're somebody just starting, if you're in some of the lower ranks, the money's not great. And especially when you look at the amount of time that it requires to work this MLM business, if you will, you're creating content and you're following up and you're cold messaging, you're, working hopefully with a warm market, and when you look at the time that you were spending and the money that you were making on paper, obviously before expenses, it just doesn't make any sense. These people that are in MLMs, in my opinion, are working for this company and they're part of their advertising team and they're not getting paid. They're putting up, these pictures of the products and they're talking to people. And if they make a sale, they make a little tiny bit of money. But for the most part, the majority of people, and we know this because of the statistics and data from the FTC, that over 99% of people don't make any money or lose money. And so they're putting up and they're spending all this time and effort and money too, in order to make this content. And there's little payout, literally little payout. So this is a classic example of somebody that's at the top that's like, look at me, I can, at the drop of a hat, we can decide to go on a trip. We can do this, we can do that. But the majority of their team probably are not able to do that. The majority of their team are still hanging on to the hope that this person is dangling, in my opinion.
About the leverage and the freedom that is possible with something like this. So for the next 8 months, my wife and I are going to be on a boat. And hopefully many of you, as you join our team, you and I and us together, we'll be chatting while I'm somewhere in the middle of Indonesia or in Europe or in Egypt. And
it's his team that is funding that. When you look at the two forms of income that you make in a multi-level marketing company, in most cases, the money that you make, the commission that you make off of the sale of a product, if you compare that to the amount of money that they are making off of their team, it is a night and day difference. And so he is sitting here talking about how he's going to be on a boat with his wife for 8 months traveling the world, which I think is phenomenal. How cool to make those memories. However, the money that he's making, it's not being funded by the sales, his personal sales per se. It's being funded by this money that he's making from all of the recruiting.
It's all because of this business, the incredible mobility of this business.
No, it's all because of your team.
So we want to invite you on this journey with us at whatever level you're interested in, whether it's to make a few bucks, that's great. Whether it's to make a few thousand, that's even greater. And to go big and build a big business, we're here for you too. I want to reiterate that this business is completely free. There is nothing that you have to pay. In fact, I am very adamant that my teams do not invest any money, even in inventory, until they have made enough profit to where they want to keep a few extra things on hand.
Okay, let's unpack that statement. So he doesn't want people paying to join. But the people that were speaking before him said, well, this is how we start people out. They get these 5 products. I don't know the cost on those products. We're going to, again, in the follow-up video, I'm going to cover some of that, the prices, and hopefully I can break through the comp plan and see how many points they get and the commission rate and all of that stuff. Because I think that would be really interesting to see along with the income disclosure statement. But the people before him were saying, this is how we start out our business builders. Now he's saying, I prefer people don't pay anything. And so what does that mean? Well, so he's going to have people join for free. And then they are going to put up a picture, somebody's results of this product, not even having tried the product themselves. They're going to probably use a script that their team leaders have given them. And again, they've not even tried the product themselves. This is the same thing that we saw, in my opinion, with Elamir. This is the same thing that we saw with a lot of the people from Awaken. And at the end of the day, this is just false advertising, in my opinion. If you haven't tried the product and then you're going to post about the product and say, oh my God, this is so amazing. Look at my friend so-and-so's results. You don't know that person. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a bunch of just baloney, I guess is the best way I want to say that.
But I want to invite you to join us. We want to invite you to join us. We will help you every step of the way. And if you decide this isn't for you at some point, no pressure, no big deal. We really just want to see you succeed because if you become successful, we are all successful. So get tonight with the person who invited you to this call and just ask them questions. If you have any questions about details, ask them those questions. They'll be happy to answer them. And when you're done, tell them, hey, I'm in, or hey, thank you for the time. I'll just be a customer. We would love to see you with us. And it's very nice to meet you all. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. We are so excited and we hope to hear from you soon. Bye.
That's how they ended it. All right. So that's officially my very first video on my channel about Nuskin. There's going to be more to come. I know that I've had several people over the last year or so that have reached out and said, please cover this, please cover this, please cover this. If you have any information, if you have whatever you have that you want to share with me about this company, please feel free to message me on Instagram. That's probably the best way. If you have training or any of those things, just message me on Instagram and we can talk about it. And then I can walk you through exactly how you can go about sharing that information with me. I heard nothing different other than hey, you can start for free, but it's kind of giving the Keto Dollar Club in a sense where, with Prove It, hey, you can join for $1. And then you have to turn around and order these products because you got to be a product of the product, right? That's what this is feeling like to me. So I'm excited to do a follow-up video. Let me know if you guys are excited about that. I'm looking forward to going through all the comments and seeing your commentary. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't already done all the YouTube-y things, please, if you would like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on if you'd like to be notified anytime I upload anything. And guys, don't join an MLM. Don't do that. Okay. The income disclosure is listed in the video description. So if you'd like to go through that now, it's in there. If you'd like to wait for the follow-up video, that's going to be coming soon. So thank you guys for being here and I'll see you on the next video. Bye everybody.